CJ in Texas is on the line. CJ, thanks for calling. What's up, man?
Hey, Hake, how you doing?
Doing fine. How about you?
Doing great. Love your show.
Thanks,
Shout
man.
out to the chat tards. Shout out to the call tards.
Salute.
So I know this can be kind of a struggle if you attend Bond Church to get stuff correct with what happened in the Bible, but Eve did not adore Adam at all until after the fall with the snake stuff, not before the fall and the snake stuff. They were
because
sitting there in the garden, not having any sex, not making any babies. She didn't desire her husband at all. And as a matter of fact, her punishment for listening to the snake was that she should desire that her husband will rule over her, and her desire will be for her husband. And that is a consequence of the fall, not what was happening before the fall. So
nice.
The last caller, good theory. If you wrap it 180 degrees, it's correct. The way you have it, 100% wrong.
but hold on now. You're right. I think you're completely right about this. But you know, a man working is part of the curse too, and nothing is fulfilling to a man more than working. I mean, almost. So she's supposed to have her desire be for her husband, even though it is a part of the curse. She's supposed to, right?
Not really a curse. It's just part of the fall. It's not like the natural state that we were in before the fall. Before the fall,
right.
Adam had no desire to work because everything was provided for him, and Eve did not desire her husband or want to make children. But in order to fulfill the other commandment that God gave them, be fruitful and multiply, something had to happen. I think even Jesse even said it before, like the fall had to happen so that you can you have to be in the fallen state to make babies, right?
Wow.
Right. But that is the nature of the fallen state. It's not the state of before the fall, it's the state after the fall.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying the fall served a purpose, just like Jesus dying on the cross.
Yeah.
It sucks. But it would suck even worse if it didn't happen.
Right.
It's something that had to happen,
and so it's not necessarily a bad thing that Jaime, his wife, adores him and that he works and takes care of his family. It's just a nature of the fallen state. It's what they're supposed to do until they overcome. And
it's just when people start saying the way it was before the snake, it's almost like they think that they've returned to a state of perfection in the relationship, and it's like, no, you're indulging in the consequence of the fall, which isn't a bad thing to do, but it's not like you return to the blissful state that you're going to be in when you return to the Edenish heaven state. That's not it at all.
That makes so much sense.
The fact that your wife did, Anyway, peace out, man.
Thank you, CJ in Texas.
Money. Bye.
All right, bye. Right on. Hope you caught that, Jaime. I hope that made sense. It makes a lot of sense to me. Interesting hearing it the way that JLP puts it, and hearing it the same message, but in a slightly different wording or whatever, from CJ. Based CJ, even though he's a Paul denier. But let's not bring that part up, even though I just did. What a mess.